Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big Tender, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Kevin, good morning. Junkyard, good morning. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Kevin. They get your roof done? Or is it today? I thought it was yesterday. It was supposed to be or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember shit. Are you leaking? Huh. And I look like a doper? Yeah. Well, I look like a pinata. I'm just covered in bruises. I don't know. I just bump myself any place and I get a bruise anymore now. Got myself shaving yesterday here. Thought I was going to have to call paramedics. It took me about 10 minutes to get the blood to stop. I know it's my blood thinners. What you need is a junkie, junkyard. A junkie can hit the vein every time, even if they're higher than a kite. They can still hit the vein. No, I'm not taking aspirin. I'm taking something else, salicylic acid or something like that. That's what I told them at the hospital. I said, if you need, to draw blood, why don't you go get a junkie to do it? I mean, they can hit the vein every time. And they're higher than a kite. And they didn't go through, 2 years of college to do it. Huh? Working on the hot dog cart yesterday. I had to put a new line on it, so I had my oldest put a new line on. I had to go to the parts store and think twice because the first line I got, I wanted a line just a little bit smaller than what I had because I had a plastic line on it and it wasn't sealing right. So I got a rubber fuel line. The only thing it does is it connects the copper line to the water faucet. I know it's a fancy name for aspirin. That's why I said it. Anyways, the first line I got was too small, so I had to go back and get a second one. Got the line on, filled it full of water, and the copper heater is leaking. So now I got to cut that apart and reroute that.
You got it.
What? No, I got to cut it apart, and then he's going to reroute it for me tonight when he gets home. I'll have to watch that in a little bit. That's right. There will not be no live stream tomorrow morning. Just to let you guys know. I know. You're all counting on me to have one, but there won't be one tomorrow morning. I can just hear from your expressions right now. You're crushed, but it's okay. You'll get over it. Yep. Morning, Skeeta. I have to be in Ypsilanti at the auction starts at 10. So I figure I got to be there 8:15 so I can get set up because I'm going to be by myself from what I understand. So it's going to take me at least 45 minutes to set up by myself. So
You should be able
I can handle it. I got stuff for you to handle.
Excuse you?
I do. By the way, tomorrow is Kathy's birthday. She'll be 39 tomorrow. Yep. It's 39. I'm going to have to sing happy birthday to her tomorrow night.
Oh, you're good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will.
Good to me. Your turn.
What? I'm saying happy birthday?
Yeah.
Yep.
He did
Not
that.
if you want
Everybody
voice
in his
box.
family.
All right.
Huh?
Not if you want a voice box. What do you?
What about my voice box?
Not if you want a voice
Oh,
box.
not if I want a voice box. Yeah.
It's not an option.
Morning there, Ron. Ron said happy birthday, Kathy.
Thank you.
$4.20. That's the Stoner's favorites. $4.20. I know I'm gonna have to me. I know Junkyard. He said he better tune up. Yeah.
Live stream. How about that?
What's that?
Might be your last live stream.
No, I go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not get your voice back.
It's the thing of all views I'd get. Man gets his ass whipped for singing happy birthday.
No, it's just you suck. I'm not. I don't have a problem telling you.
Ron says he wants a video. Yeah. Hide the cast iron. I did, but she's already found all the hiding spots.
Yeah, just unlock it. I'll be right back. Turn the seats on.
No.
I was talking to him.
Yeah.
Probably getting paid because you interrupted.
Shut the doors, please. Thank you.
Excuse yourself.
Do not stay after school today.
I know. I told him. No, he's got doctor's appointment. He'll be 16 tomorrow.
Oh.
He put some trash in my purse.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, by the way.
For what?
Washing my coat. Yeah, I see that. One person injured, or is it one person killed? That'll teach them not to put any concrete in that garage. I just heard about it. I didn't see the thing, but morning, big fish. I shaved yesterday. Still couldn't get a haircut though. Was supposed to get one yesterday, but we went to the meat market yesterday, and before we went to the meat market, we got a phone call, and it was this little boy on the other end saying, "Hey, Nana, can I come over?" And she said, "Sure, when's your mom gonna bring you?" No, you come pick me up. Yeah. Yeah, how much fuel to put in? Fill it up. Yeah. I'm paying. Fill it up. Yeah. So we had to go pick him up. And then we went to the store. We went to the meat market. Somebody lied about her weight. That's right. Yeah. Right. Anyways, we went to the meat market, took Kyler with us, bought him a bunch of snacks. Um, had turkey, cheese, and cookie snacks. Uh, they were $1 a piece, but they were a 2-pack. So Kathy bought what 14 or 16 packs. So yeah. So you got 32 of them. I bought a 10-pound pack of burger. I bought 3 or 15 pounds of hot dogs, Nathan's. And then I bought I bought 2 3-pound bags of brown and serve breakfast sausages that are bun length. So those are probably going on the cart during farmers markets. So I bought that yesterday, left from there, went to Family Dollar, wanted to buy some toilet paper, but they didn't have any, so didn't get any toilet paper. Got some paper plates, some cups and bowls and stuff like that because it's cheaper at Family Dollar than it is at the Dollar Tree. You get more at Family Dollar than you do at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree, you buy 8-ounce cups for $1.25, and you get 42 of them plus tax. Family Dollar, you can buy 8.5-ounce cups, 45 of them for $1.25. Who knew? So I bought 2 packs of those so I'd have some coffee cups for doing mornings. People get a little upset, but hey, 8-ounce cup of coffee, a regular cup of coffee, according to the coffee cup makers or coffee makers, is 6 ounces. So they're getting 2.5 ounces free. Yeah. No. Instead of having a cup and a half, a cup and a quarter, a cup and a third, a little over. Then we went to, let's see, after we left there, where did we go? Oh, we come home. Right there you go. We went home, we unloaded, and then I went to the parts store after I picked up the kids from school. They stay after till 4 o'clock for extra help. So I went and picked them up, come home, and then I went to the parts store. And then after the parts store, I treated I got Kathy a birthday gift. I changed the oil in her car. I know. Damn, you're spoiling her. I understand. I know. Nothing but the best. I know. And then I went and filled up her gas tank for her. Yeah. Pretty nice of me, huh? she'll expect it now. Yeah. You better step it up a notch. No, he's already walked out the door. And here, you ain't even got shoes on yet.
My shoes are right.
Bye. You got a coat?
Yeah,
All right.
there.
It's the thought that counts. That's right. Now I think next month I'm gonna have new struts put on the front of it for her. And then the month after that, have the back done, and then I'll have a brake job done after that. And she should be good to go for winter. Yeah. Put the battery charger on the pickup truck yesterday for back in business. There you go. As I put the charger on the pickup truck for about an hour yesterday, and I got it started, let it run for about 10 minutes, and then I shut it off, and then I left the charger back on and just let it, charge for another hour on a slow charge. Hopefully I can bring that battery back around. It's not that old, but it's past its 2-year warranty or whatever the hell it is. But and at $250, I don't want to put a new battery in it right now. Remember when you could buy them for $39, $39.99? Yeah. And they give you a $5 core charge? Well, now the core charge is $6 and the battery's $260. Where the hell does that work at? And a 5-year warranty, yeah. doctor's office called the other day, switched my appointment from May 3rd or 4th or something like that to the 23rd. Okay, then they called again last night. Christ, leave me alone. They said, is this Keith? I said, yeah. No, I said, don't tell me you want to switch my appointment again. Oh, no. You want the shingle vaccine while you're here? I said, what the hell? Go ahead. Yeah. I'm gonna clean it up, get it all cleaned. Go over it with that Scotch Brite and lemonade or lemon juice. Gussy her up a little bit. I gotta use a wire wheel on the front where I accidentally hit the front of the cart with a hot dog wrapper. You don't want to do that when it's hot. Yeah, kind of sticks everything right together. So you got to hit that with a wire wheel brush and get that all cleaned. I wanted to have the hot dog cart done by now, but I've got all the parts and pieces for it. I just haven't had a chance to get it done. I got the metal to make the frames. I got the canopy for it. I got the wheels and everything. No. You got to wear them in the hospital, but you don't have to wear them in the doctor's office. Yeah. I got to get hers done. Shots, everybody, shots, shots, everybody, shots, shots, everybody, shots, shots, everybody, shots. 4-Shot Wednesday. You're drinking alone again, Junkyard. Square table. You must be sleeping in. I gotta give me a cup of coffee. I don't know. Audience participation's been down for the last couple of weeks. Must have smoked weed with Willie again. Gotta check something. Oh. Oh, there's gonna be a big auction May 4th. Okay. Just checking. I booked one for June 13th, which is a Tuesday at the Hope Center again. No. They called yesterday. Yesterday, when I was young. They called yesterday and wanted to know if I was available. I said, sure am. So they're planning on 80 hot dogs. They want chili, cheese, onions, ketchup, mustard. So let's see what else. And snow cones. Oh, Mama's home. 2 hot dogs and a Coke for $1. Yeah, I'm sure they want high dollar hot dogs. Oh yeah, she's a talker out there. You ask her questions and she'll answer. Yeah. Are you enjoying the weather? No. Do you like your food? No. You know, she's a smart cat. Yeah, she just think there's a mouse out there in the garage, and Callie come walking in there, so she told Callie, get to earn your keep and see if you can catch that thing. She looked underneath the table when she walked out. So, evidently, she was earning her keep.
She'll get it. I hope.
Yeah. Didn't think Kirsten was going to make it to the bus.
Why?
Cody left, and then she come walking in here and cut some straps off her shoes or whatever. Did she get new shoes or something?
No.
She was cutting tags off on something,
Well,
and then she went in there and put her shoes on, and then I was making some coffee, and I seen the bus go by finally. So I know she had plenty of time to get down there.
that's not her bus.
Oh.
You won't see their bus.
Huh.
It's 2 blocks up, and
Yeah.
then it turns
Oh.
down Butler. So
Well, tacos do sell more than hot dogs and hamburgers. They're big fish. Huh. Damn. I wonder who caused that. I wonder if they went to Fremont, Indiana and ate.
yeah.
Probably got one of them hockey pucks that was called a biscuit, and that's what probably done them in.
Yeah, it's called Lovey Biscuit.
Lovey's hockey pucks, more like it. Yep, it'll be Trump's fault. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Well, anyways, I gotta do some running today. I got a bunch of stuff to do today and tomorrow. I got some running to do today for tomorrow and for Saturday or for Friday. Just look up. Oh, I know. I know tacos sell better. The only thing is you can't make any money at tacos. I can get $4 for a hot dog. How much you think I can get for a taco? They sell them 3 for $6. So you get $2 a piece for them. By the time you buy the taco shells, the meat, the cheese, the tomato, lettuce, onions, and the sour cream, you're into it for 80 cents. That doesn't count your time and your cooking. Don't get me wrong, if you can sell a bunch of them, it's a good deal. But you got to have a place to sell a bunch of them. Now, one of these hot dog sites, this is how stupid people are. One of these hot dog sites, this person bought a hot dog cart. And it has a deep fryer attached to it on the side. Now, the deep fryer is the size of a half a pan, you know. And all it is a burner bar with a knob on it, adjustable knob, and it's hooked to the propane. And then there's a pan that sits down in there that they fill with oil, and then above it is a rack that you hang your basket on. Now, this person, I bought a hot dog cart and it has a deep fryer on it, and they won't let me use a deep fryer where I'm at. What can I use it for? Now, either this person's the dumbest asshole that ever walked the earth, or they just seen how many other dumb assholes will tell them what to do with it. If it holds a half a pan, and that's all it is, it's just a regular square box with a burner in it that holds a half a pan. You could put a half a pan and put water in it and use it as a steam table. Problem solved. That's all it is a steam table. I didn't tell them to do anything with it. I figured if you were that stupid and didn't know what to do with it, you should be in the hot dog business to begin with. I told him to get a hold of a guy in Fremont, Indiana. He was a smart one. Oh, yeah, I know. The other day, I had to pick up my youngest from Tire Man at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7:30. Saturday, I had to pick him up. He dropped his truck off there. So I had some stuff in the back of the car, and I said, we're going to storage unit. He said, no, I'm not. I said, the hell you ain't, because you're going with me, and I'm going to storage unit, so you're going with me. So evidently it does. Yeah. So we went to the storage unit and unloaded the car. And we left from there and we come up and we were going back to his house. I come up Treat to Beecher. And we went by the old bus station, news stand, whatever you want to call it, used to be. And there was about 50 people standing outside the door in line waiting to get in. It's a dope house. They saw weed there. There was like 50 people waiting to get in. Jesus Christ. You know, are you kidding me? Saturday morning at 7:50 in the morning, you're all sitting out there waiting to get in to get your dope? No. No wonder the city's going to hell. Every place you look at, every building you look at, it's nothing but a weed factory. Nobody's got money here, but they got money to buy for weed. No. And it would have been different if, you know, they would have been, yeah, I know. I should set up next door to them, sell hot dogs. Well, hey, man, can I pay you in a doobie? Can I pay you with a doobie, man? Well, that would probably be okay. 2 doobies for a hot dog. You know, make sure they're big and fat. Make sure they're fatties. You know, and then put them in the jar, and then, you know, start selling doobies. Yeah. Yeah. I've already got a couple of them dope houses want me to do that. Hey, come set up in our parking lot. I went there one time to talk to them. I couldn't breathe sitting there. It smelled like somebody killed a skunk and ran over it. And that's what you smell like when you leave there. Dog's reefer wagon. Mobile medicinals. Now, the youngest, they're looking for a Sprinter or something like that, you know, a big van. Got the good stuff at trade. They're looking for a Sprinter or, you know, a big, tall van or whatever you want, you know. And his wife is a registered nurse. And they want to do that sober up deal. Where you go to a bar or whatever, and you sit out in the parking lot, and these drunks come out, and for $50, you give them a shot or whatever the hell it is, and it sobers them right up. The blood alcohol is still in their body, I guess, but they aren't affected by the alcohol or whatever. I don't know how it works. Yeah, Saginaw, Sinsemelia. No. But they're looking for a van to do that. They want to do that on the weekends. If you did 10 people a night, $50 a person, it's $500 a night. By the time you paid all your expenses and stuff, you're still walking out at $350. Well, that's a pretty good night. And you'd only do it from like midnight till 3 or something like that, or 2:00, 2:30, when the bars closed. That's right. Well, it doesn't work that fast, dear junkyard. Yep. I guess they got to be in the chair for like 15 minutes or something like that, you know. So they want to make 3 or 4 chairs in there so they can do so many an hour. Yeah, the more oxygen you get, the more you can consume. Yeah, you get plasma while you wait. There you go. Would you like to give blood? We have a special. You give us a pint of blood, we'll knock $5 off. Then they can sell blood to the blood bank. Good morning, Ben. Nice to see you. Going to the pool? Yeah, are you going to the pool? I heard, Ben. I heard about that pool. Some of the ladies are a little upset with Margaret. Come to find out, Margaret put her bathing suit, her thong bikini on backwards. All right, Kevin, love you too. Good morning, Kathy. Oh. And that's why they're upset. I guess her toots were flopping and, you know, it was split right up the middle. So, you know. Looked like 2 muskrats fighting over a neon string. Neon yellow string. That I'm just telling you what the old lady said. There was an old man there. He said, "Don't look, Ethel." It was too late. Good morning there, cornbread. There you go. Yeah. Double check. Save you from that embarrassing moment again. And what goddess might that be? That's right. The CEO brought you out, didn't you, cornbread? By the way, good morning, Tenny, Snuggle Bunny. Good morning, good morning. Don't apologize to me, man. You gotta apologize to Junkyard because he's half off his chair right now. Because it was quadruple shot Wednesday. So he had to drink, 3 shots or 4 shots times 4. And then he had to drink your share. So he's up 32 shots. So what he did is just put 2 hoses in 2 different fifths and just started drinking. Then again, the drunker Junkyard gets, the better, more sense he makes. He's tired now. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's banging his head on the bar, or on the table. Just or counter just gets to him. Passing out. Not so bad that you pass out, but when you free fall and hit your head on something, that's when it's worst. David Koresh. Yep. Let's see. Who is in charge of that? Jean something or whatever her name is. The one that looked like a man? Charles Stanley died. Who's Charles Stanley? Janet Reno. There you go. Yeah. I knew I could picture it. I just couldn't remember her name. Yeah. The feller, the young lady, the woman that looked like a feller. We had, I'm sure there's been transes in there for the longest time, The good looking one. That's right. Yeah. Didn't Herbert Hoover used to dress up in dresses? Yeah, there's a mini series going on about Waco right now on Prime or Paramount or something. In Touch Ministries. Okay. Well, he had a big subscriber, 995,000, almost 1 million subscribers. Yeah, it was. Well, I'm sorry for your loss here, Cornbread. The Waco kid from Waco. Yep. The wacko kid from Waco. Yeah. What movie was that? What movie did they show on Airplane? I can't remember. Oh, Blazing Saddles. Okay, yeah. Mongo's here. Oh no, not Mongo. Hey, you can't park that animal there. Oh, J. Groove, yeah. Yeah, when they make fun, yeah, that's right. Well, Timmy, you ever seen a grown man naked? Peter Graves. I bet that was hard for him to do that. Ever seen Charlie Turkish prison? Yeah. Yeah. Wacko from Waco. Good morning, Chaos. I like that movie. Airplane. I like Blazing Saddles. Airplane's funny when they bring in the rocket launchers and everything else, but then the two girls walk through the scanner and it shows them topless, and then the guy tries to bring in something, it's nothing, but they arrest him for. That's funny. then they beat up them Hindu religious people or whatever the hell they are. Yeah. Yeah, red zone's for loading and unloading only. It was. She started to shake. She started to shimmy. Yeah. Calm down, calm down. I've never been with a man before. Hey, get a hold of you. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me while I whip this out. That and eating the beans around the campfire, that's funny. Want your beans? No, God! No, no. Nobody needs any more beans. Yeah, you can dance if you want to. You can dance all night. You know, there's a song about that. Mm-hmm. Men without hats. You mean far? That's right. Well, far. That sounds like Tweeter from Yellowstone. She can't talk with a damn. What'd she say? Hell, I don't know. You got to watch it. Start out with 1883 and watch the complete series of 1883. And then watch 1923. And then watch Yellowstone after that, because it's all based on Yellowstone. But if you just watch Yellowstone from the beginning, you're missing out on everything else. 1883 has Tim McGraw in it and Sam Elliott in it. And then 1923 has Harrison Ford in it and Miriam. What the hell's her name? I can't remember her name, but Miriam's in it. I started watching a series last night, Joe Puckett. So, about a game warden in Wyoming. There you go. It's Miller time. There you go. He'd do that if they'd pay him for the commercial. Because you know he ain't going to do it for free. Especially when they're going to get all that advertising from it. I got to get me a damn haircut.
Okay.
He'd have thought about that when he done it. She's getting so old. Gretchen. She's what, 14, 15, 17, 23, 36, 49. I don't know how old she is anymore.
Really? Your bed's not there.
She is.
I'm gonna make it.
Oh, man. Well, they probably wouldn't air the commercial, Junkyard, because it has violence in it, you know, with a gun. Yeah. All right there, Chaos. You have yourself a good day, too. There you go. She could go by the old adage there. One beer, you can feel it. 2 beers, let me feel it. There you go. There you go, Ben.
Only this one.
Had to call the city yesterday. Yesterday when I was young. I had to call the city yesterday. I said, what time's the trash man supposed to be here? 7 a.m. So I said, so are you telling me that 5:58 a.m. is too early? She said, what? I said, 5:58 a.m. Are you sure? I said, yes, ma'am. I sat right there at the door watching them. So I got, where you at? And I told her my address. She said, I got other calls from down on the other side of the street, said they were there at 6:45. I said, well, they were here before 6, and I'm sure I wasn't the first stop. No. So, you know, well, we're going to make them go back out and redrive the whole neighborhood then, because if somebody else didn't have their trash out, you know, and they need to stop and pick it up. Well, they're not going to know who doesn't have trash out, because it's all in dumpsters or toters. Are they going to stop at every house? No, they're not going to stop at every house. So, and I told the lady, I said, you know, I know you cannot be in town before 7 a.m. and picking up garbage. I said, I used to do it. I used to have to pick up the city of Adrian, the garbage, at commercial spots. And I had to be at the city hall before 6 a.m. to pick you guys up, the city police department in the city hall. But I wasn't allowed to be there before 7. But I had to be there before 6 to pick you up, because you couldn't get into it if you were there before, after the cars all got in the parking lot. She said, oh, I remember them days. I said, but I had to be there before 6 to get your trash inside the city. But I couldn't be inside the city to pick up anybody else's trash. I said, I seen how that worked. And I said, I also got a ticket for being in the city, dumping trash before 7 a.m. And it wasn't even, I got the ticket, but it wasn't even me, because I wasn't even there. It was somebody else. Another guy was dumping I was dumping recycling containers, and he was dumping the trash. I hadn't even been there yet, but yet they give me the ticket. They went right to the shop, and they said, who's dumping trash there? They're dumping dumpsters there. And they said, me. Not the guy that's had the route, you know, him that done the trash, but me, the one that did the recycling. So they give me the ticket for it. I looked right at my boss and I said, I ain't paying it. They can come arrest me. They'll pull me right out of the truck or whatever. I'm not paying it. I wasn't there. I didn't even get there till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was one of my very last stops. So, anyways, the company paid it. It was just a city ordinance violation. It wasn't up, it didn't go on my license or anything. But they paid it. No. And I said, you don't even have to pay it. They said, why is that? Because it says right on the ticket, they handed it to me. The ticket. Right? It's got a box checked on it. And it said, who was the ticket issued to? And it had my name. Was the ticket handed to? And it had my name. And the box was checked. And I said, you don't have to pay this ticket. That officer lied, because he didn't give me the ticket. He gave it to you guys, and you guys give it to me when I come in. So. A lot of shady shit went on in this city. Well, it still goes on. You know, they do whatever the hell they want to do anymore. Or still have been. But that woman said, oh, I remember those days. Remember them? Hell, it should still be going on. If you can't be in here before 7, it should still be going on. Yeah. I know I ain't in the clique. You're right. Well, I wouldn't have been so upset about them being here at, before 6. But I had one more bag of garbage that had to go out. And, usually take that out right before 7 o'clock and put it in the dumpster. But didn't make it. City prostitute? Well, isn't that nice? So, but anyways, it didn't make it. So it got thrown in the toter, but it didn't get dumped again because they already dumped it. So.
Mama, it's not that cold out.
Hell, it ain't. It's 31. That's below freezing. It's below freezing. It freezes at 32. It's 31 now. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Trash bill went up. It doubled. It was $120 a year. Now it's $240 a year. No. I have to go to the little boy's room and get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. You gotta try to get your money's worth. There you go. $17.50 a year for trash pickup. That's pretty cheap. Well, just to put your mind at ease there, Ben, I can, because I'm happily married and she's your girl, so I don't want any temptation. So, okay. That nice of me? Oh, monthly. Damn. Hypnotizes men. Oh, I bet she does. None of it mesmerizes them. Ours is $240 a year, so that's $20 a month, which I think is way too much. If you're out in the country, $20 a month isn't, because you got to drive to get them. Okay, so you have to drive, a mile here, 2 miles there, 5 miles here, 7 miles here, whatever, to pick them up. $20 a month is cheap. But when you're picking them up every 150 feet, $20 a month is pretty good money. Let's see. Okay. There's 20,674 residents in our town. 34.8% of the median age is 34.8. So, almost 35 years old. 46.89% are males and 53.11% are females. Now, wait a minute. Whatever happened to the other 240 other sexes? Trying to figure out how many people pay the garbage bill in Adrian. No, they don't. They'd rather have you throw away air than anything. The landfills, when you take garbage to the landfill, make money off the weight, but not the garbage companies. The landfills want you to bring in heavy stuff so they can charge you by the ton. But if the landfills are owned by a garbage company, they want the individual to bring in heavy stuff so they can charge you by the ton for the landfill. But they want the garbage truck to bring in air so they don't have to pay for disposal. Now, I was doing front load out of Monroe. Monday was a 4-load day, and it was roughly around 24 to 26 tons per load in a front loader. So that was 100 tons on Monday. On Tuesday was about 45 tons. So that was 2 loads. Wednesday was my easiest day, because the only thing I had to pick up on Wednesday was the Monday, Wednesday, Friday stuff. Okay. Now, Wednesday was the easiest day, 18 to 20 ton. Thursday was around 85 to 90 ton. And Friday was another 100-ton day. Now, the reason why Monday and Friday were so heavy, because you had stuff that went 2 days a week, so they went Monday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday. And then Wednesday was the easiest day. Saturday was a cakewalk. Saturday, I would run down to Toledo. I'd go get my truck, come back, and every once in a while, I'd pick up Kathy. We went down there lots of times. And I only had 3 customers down there. I'd do the 3 customers, pick them up. We'd go for breakfast. I'd drop Kathy back off at the house, and I would go dump. 1.5 tons tops. Yeah, just dump it on the side of the road like everybody else. But see, Wednesday was my easiest day. I'd go to work I'd leave the house at 2:30, be to work at 2:40. My truck would be started by 2:45. I was out of that yard by 3 o'clock, picking up my first stop at 3:30, quarter at 3:30, 3:35. And I was back in the yard sometimes before 7 o'clock waiting for the landfill to open. Done. I could get home lots of times when I was doing the Monroe route on Wednesday. I could get home before the kids actually went to school. And I didn't get paid by the hour. I got paid by the yard. But I made good money on Wednesday because I had a lot of big dumpsters on Wednesday, which, they were 8-yard dumpsters or whatever. And I got paid so much a yard to pick them up, but they didn't have shit in them because I picked them up on Monday, and they went Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the only thing I had was just the stuff from Wednesday, from Tuesday and Wednesday. So they had a day's worth of garbage in them. I would dump them, And then Wednesday, they had all day Wednesday to fill them up and Thursday, and then they'd have 2 days worth of garbage in them. A lot of times I was home before most businesses even opened up on Wednesday. And they tried to get me to go do some other stuff once in a while on Wednesday. Well, you're already done. I said, yeah, but I got another, 12-hour day tomorrow. I got a 12-hour day Friday, and then I got to work Saturday. I got 12 hours. I work Monday and Tuesday, But I used to work 16, 17, 18 hours a day. And that's no kidding. You can ask Kath. Before they got a conscience and said, oh, you can't work that many hours anymore. Before they didn't care. They would go home. They would call you on the radio and say, you got my phone number. If you need me, call me. Oh, well, that's pretty good. That's nice to know. But, who am I going to call and how am I going to call you? Because this is before cell phones. Didn't have a cell phone back then. I went in on a Sunday night, I believe it was. I went in early. No, wasn't a Sunday night. It was Labor Day weekend. Okay. And I went in early on Monday. Monday night. I went in 9 o'clock or something like that Monday night. Because I wanted to get a couple of loads in before Tuesday because, that was my heaviest day. So I went in Monday night and I started picking up trash. And I did one load. I went back, got the second load, was picking up my last stop on the second load. And I backed away from the container, and there was this great big pile of oil there. I jumped out of the truck, and oil was just running out of it. So I shut her down. Pulled the dipstick on her, and oil's coming out of the dipstick tube. She's just full of oil. So I didn't have anybody's phone number, only just another driver's phone number. So I called him and said, hey, call the boss. I'm broke down. Somebody come get me because, it's getting cold out. I have no heat. I can't run this truck. All right, man, I'll call. And this is, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. 6:30, I wake up because I'm freezing. I'm shivering. I got my coat over the top of me, and I'm just freezing my ass off. I call the shop. I said, "Where's that? How come nobody's come to pick me up?" What are you talking about? I've been broke down since 3 o'clock, and I told him I called Terry. Well, Terry never called me. Terry fell back asleep before he called. So I sat out there and froze my ass off for 3.5 hours before I found out, nobody knew that anybody was coming. What do you say there, teddy bear? Damn it, Terry, that's right. Well, then now I had to wait another hour for the guy to get there. So I'm freezing my ass off. The mechanic gets there, he pulls the dipstick, he said, yep, she's over full. You got an injector pump pumping oil into the engine block. I said, that's what I thought. You know what he told me? Drive her back to the shop. I said, are you sure? He said, hell yeah, I ain't got a record. Can't leave it sit here. He said, drive her back to the shop. We got guys coming with oil dry. They're going to clean up the parking lot. So I drove her back to the shop. And this thing's starting to hammer and everything. Is when I'm about a mile from the shop, I'm saying, "Man, this thing might not make it." They said, just drive her till you get there. I get her to the shop. They open up the garage door. I pull her over the pit. They wheel a barrel underneath there and pull the plug out. And it fills a 55-gallon drum. This thing had so much oil in it that it filled their oil. I don't know how much oil was in the drum, the oil drum itself. But it filled that. It was coming up out of the funnel, and they had to put the plug back in. This engine block was topped off completely, full of oil, or full of diesel fuel and oil. I'm guessing it probably had close to 25 or 30 gallons of oil in it, and fuel. It was bad. Rinsed the bearings. It was junk. Washed everything out inside. They ended up taking the cab off and putting a new engine in. Took them a couple of months. I got to drive one of the good trucks after that for 2 months. Yeah. When you'd have to go out there and take a screwdriver to the solenoid to get it to start. Yeah. You know, the good trucks. Yeah. Anybody that's ever drove a truck for a company will understand what I'm talking about. You got trucks you drive, and then you got the good ones they leave in the parking lot. And those are the ones you don't want to drive. I used to have an old cab over Ford residential truck. Just like the old roadway semis, you know, the old ones, the cab overs, single axle cab over roadways. It's what it reminded me of, but it was a garbage truck. And it was a tandem axle garbage truck. It had a 25-yard box on it. And it would haul more weight than any of the brand new garbage trucks we had. Me and Jim, we would go to do a city route or whatever, and we would run for 3 or 4 hours or something like that, and then we'd 5 hours and go to take a break. But before we take a break, we'd turn on the hydraulic pump and pull the lever for the packer. And that thing would stay engaged, the push blade. And we didn't have it, you didn't have to have it revved up, just have it running, the hydraulic pump. We'd go in for lunch, sit down to a half an hour, come back, and that blade would be 5 feet back further than what it was when you first started. She'd pack like a mule. And then you just keep on packing. Oh no, you don't want to do that either. That's the same thing as putting dog shit on your boots and then getting them with a heater on. Yeah, you don't want that on there either. Yeah. I went to BioLab, and they made pool chemicals. Well, they called and they said, "Hey, you need to go over to BioLab and pull their packer out and find out why it's not working." I said, "I'm not a compactor mechanic. Well, go out there and check and see what you think it is." So I pulled the compactor out, tarped it, and I went to step and I slipped and I stepped in between the guide, and the guide was full of liquid. Yeah, pull the packer out. Yeah. Well, then I went and looked at the compactor unit, and I couldn't get it to light up. No power whatsoever. Opened up the panel on it, and all the reset buttons were pushed in and everything was fine on it. So I went into the maintenance guy and said, hey, why don't you check your breaker box and see if it's been popped? So he goes over and he looks. He said, I'll be damned, it's popped. It ain't working. So I said, something happened, but it, so they got their electrician out there and they started looking, and for some reason, one of the solenoids or whatever arced or whatever and popped the fuse. But that was the reason why the packer wasn't working. Well, I get in the truck, I load the box up, get in the truck, and then I take it and dump it. I bring it back, hook it up, and I'm done for the day. I get home, take my boots off, take a shower. My foot's itching real bad and it's turned red. What the hell? Well, the next day I put baby powder around my foot because it was really itching, and it didn't look all that healthy. I thought something was bad. Went to put on my boots and my foot went clean through the boot. Knocked the sole of the shoe right off. I said, that's something, because those are brand new boots. They weren't 2 months old. So I had to run to the store, Myers. They were open 24 hours a day. I had to buy a new pair of boots so I could go to work. I took the old pair of boots in with me because those were Red Wings. I took the old pair with me, and went in and talked to the supervisor and said, hey, you might want to talk to them at BioLab because there's something that they have that, look what it did to my boots. He said, you're kidding. I said, no, you had to see my foot. Good morning, Lady Kenzie. So they ended up having me go to the industrial medicine, and they looked at my foot, and it was a chemical burn. So they treated it with some ointment and stuff, and they had me put some salve on it and stuff, but it was from chlorine. Inside that little triangle was nothing but pure chlorine. And it just ate the shit right out of my boot. Just the one. So. Yeah, I know there's square table. I worked too hard when I was young. I see that. So, anything new with anybody since I didn't see you yesterday? You got a couple minutes. I know what you mean. You had to see me when I'm in full swing. Just a swing. I know. I was gonna subscribe to your channel there, Teddy Bear, but you got to put some videos up. I bet she does there, Junkyard. As young as she is and as healthy as she is, I bet you she takes a bunch of that balance in nature. I bet she does. That's what keeps Ben going back. You know. French girl, there you go. I don't blame you. Hot little piece of commodity like that there, Ben. I don't blame you at all. It is a secret. That's right. It's going to be, well, that's good. Is it going to be called Ted? Yeah. Ted 3? Yeah. Teddy Bear. I'm just that way, you know. I can think of things, you know. It's the cost of doing business, you're right. All right, everybody. Gotta get out of here. I got stuff to get done. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care. I will not be on in the morning. Like I said, I got to leave here a little after 7, so ain't no sense of getting on. But y'all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow night. I don't know if the cocaine. I seen the Cocaine Bear is Prime or Paramount or something like that now. Y'all have a great day and take care, and God bless.